Well, we've made it a feature of every budget since we came to government. I mean, we've seen living standards slipping and inflation increasing when we came to government, so it was an economy that we inherited, and so it's been a part of every decision we've taken. MYEFO is no different.
Okay, so can you give us an idea of what we will see?
Well, I think you'll see a continued approach through our economic plan. So we're looking to find savings, looking to make investments where it makes a difference, trying to provide cost of living relief, but not, making the Reserve Bank's job harder. You will see a continuation of that approach.
Targeted measures to certain groups, for instance women, or more energy relief to the wider community? Are those things you're looking at?
Well, there's some of the measures that we've put in place before, so we're assessing all of those as we finalise MYEFO. I mean, in relation to women, we obviously, through our own processes, have a gender analysis of every decision we take at budget, so that when we are making those decisions, we're understanding the impact on women. So that's an important part of our processes now.
Total public demand through federal and state government spending was up considerably by 2.4% in the 3 months to September. How is the government going to fight the charge that it's the reason why the RBA hasn't issued a rate cut?
Well, I guess we would respond with how the bank has responded, which has said that is not their main concern in the economy, that an acknowledgement that governments need to spend and in those priority areas. I mean, I don't think anyone would want to see wasteful spending, but where you're targeting those essential services, health, aged care, NDIS, cost of living relief, that there is a role for government there. And I would say, we've all been talking about this narrow path, which doesn't mean a lot to most people, but it's essentially how do you drive down inflation and keep people in work. And on that front, I think, whilst people are still feeling the pinch, and I don't want to pretend otherwise, the fact that 1 million jobs have been created, that our unemployment rate is, as you say, relatively low, and inflation's coming back to ban, is actually quite a remarkable story. So, hopefully we're seeing a bit more of those, green shoots than people have had over the last 12 months.
But is the government spending, together with possibly more cost of living relief measures to come, going to renew the risk of a surge in inflation?
Well, we're very careful with the decisions we take. I mean, it's not only the amount you spend, it's the quality of that spend as well. It's the timing of that spend and it's where it's going. And so we've been very clear that, those decisions like energy bill rebates, like tax cuts, they were built into the RBA's inflation expectations. But that where we are making decisions, it's not adding to the inflation challenge. If anything, it's reducing it. So our childcare investments, again, taking a bit of a sting out of the inflation numbers. So again, that's the approach we'll take in MYEFO and before. I think it's a responsible approach, but acknowledges that people are doing it tough and they expect their government to help them.
And you're resigned to the likelihood that there will be no rate cut before the election?
Well, that's a matter for the bank. I know people out there are watching this carefully. I try not to get in and step on the toes of the bank. They're doing their job, we're doing ours.
Will there be a budget?
MYEFO will move seamlessly into the March budget. That's what it's forecast. I mean, in a sense, it's an ongoing piece of work. It never seems to stop.
Katy Gallagher, thank you.
Thanks very much.